Oh, hi, Mark. It's Metalhead Box time. Metalhead Box time! Yeah, man. It's been a couple of months since we've talked about one of these, and the company has been doing great throughout the holiday season and everything like that. I want to wish all of them, hope that you guys had a happy holidays and are having a happy new year. It's great to be talking about the Metalhead Box once again. It's a monthly subscription service that's very similar to Loot Crate or any of the crates that you've seen out there, maybe for video games or comic books, whatever it may be. And we've talked about this for about a year, on and off, and I'm excited to be talking about this again. And their website, which has all of their different packages and everything that's available, is going to be the top line in the description box for this video. I implore you to head over to that website and check it out and see if there is a plan that is perfect for you, and you're probably going to find one, considering they do have many different ones available. Now, if you're unfamiliar with these videos, if this is your first experience with a CKN unboxing, it's awkward. No, I'm kidding. We're going to actually unbox this, and we're going to see what I got in my box, and what you can expect if you happen to get one of these yourself. So let's go ahead and open this sucker up, this bad boy, and we start off with a very heavy beanie. It's extremely heavy. Oh, there's CDs inside of it. Okay, well, that explains why it's so heavy. It's a Cannibal Corpse beanie. You might not see that very well. It's a very small logo that's right there on the front. We're going to go ahead and toss this sucker on. Cannibal Corpse, of course, had a great album last year, Red Before Black. Didn't make the top 50 or top 40 list. Keep thinking top 50. Probably would have made the top 50. Probably would have been somewhere within like the 47 to 49 range. It's a good album. It's worth checking out if you're a death metal fan. Really, really cool. Then we get the beanie right now. Now, whenever you get CDs from the Metalhead Box, it's usually because they've either gotten some sort of partnership with a local label, or they have talked with and maybe gotten some things from a major label, such as this month's box, considering these titles I know are from bands that are Nuclear Blast label mates. And the first one that we have is At the Gates of Setu by Nile, and this was one that came out in 2012. We did talk about it on the channel. The review wasn't exactly sterling, but it's still very cool to have, considering the only thing that was really wrong with the album is that the production was a little bit off. Aside from that, it was filled with some pretty decent material. So this is really cool to get, considering it's an elder album. It's not necessarily one that is current, or 2017 or 2018. So you're going to get a little bit of a variety of anything. You're going to get some things from the past that you can check out if you are unfamiliar, or even if you are, and then you may also get some things from closer to the present. We also have The Garden of Unearthly Delights from Cathedral. This is a 2005 album, speaking of the past. This is now 13 years ago, and it's a darn good album, so this is really cool to have. And it also has a 27-minute long epic track, The Garden, on it, which is the final cut. I have heard that track. I have liked that track for quite some time. Someone needs to request that in a stream, because it's really, really good. And then we have Magic and Mayhem, which is Tales from the Early Years by Amorphous. This was a compilation that was released in 2010 off of Nuclear Blast that went deep into the catalog of Amorphous to the 1990s, whenever they were first getting started as a band, and showed the world that was becoming more aware of Amorphous and started to really love Amorphous at the roots in which this band came from. So that is very, very cool. So right there, you're getting albums from 3 bands that are considered to be pretty well known in heavy metal's history, currently and in the past. So that's really neat, and that's something that you can expect from the Metalhead Box each and every month. I have this strange envelope. Maybe the strange envelope contains $10 million. No, instead it has something cool. Night of the Unborn, you see this right here. This is actually it's a greeting card. It says, "Season's greetings and best wishes for the new year from the Metalhead Box team. I hope that you guys had a happy holidays and have a great new year. That 2018 is the best year ever for you guys. That's my hope for you." We have t-shirts. You can get a t-shirt each and every month if that is your desire. I, of course, have way too many shirts, which means I might need to start giving some of them away. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, come to the streams. Let's see what we have this month. This month, our shirt is for Crypt Sermon, which is this one right here, which is very cool, very heavy metal. You take a look at this, and this just screams heavy metal. If you see somebody walking down the street or walking down, wherever you're at, and you see this, you just know that they are a fan of heavy metal. Crypt Sermon is the shirt that we have for this month. I am not going to remove the shirt I am currently wearing because, I didn't hit her. I did not. It's bullshit. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Anyway, moving forward, we have a Carpe Noctem Brackish Tide. This is a download card right here. Brackish Tide is the name of the band. Carpe Noctem is the album. There's a download code here on the back, so I will have to download this and scope it out. Every so often, you are going to get promotions like that that allow you to scope out some albums from bands that perhaps you've either not heard of, or perhaps their elder material which is no longer available. It's really just, this is why it's so cool to go through this every month, because it's a literal grab bag. You never know what you're going to get. It's kind of like, you know, a box of chocolates, Forrest. But at any rate, speaking of Brackish Tide, we also have this card right here, which is signed by all the members of the band, which is awesome and very neat. And you're going to get signatures and autographs and stuff like that in the Metalhead box, usually one per month. And if you're a fan of Cam Lee, for example, then you are going to find a signed card in this month's box as well, which is exceptionally neat. So each and every month there's a very good chance that you're going to get an autograph of some variety in the Metalhead box, thanks to all the great artists and different folks that have been willing to take the time to partner up with the Metalhead box and make all of these signatures and autographed cards possible. This has been something that's been going on for really the past year or so, and it's been awesome. I have a big-time collection of them that have all been from boxes, and some of them I'm going to be willing to impart upon you guys. Yeah, I'm really telling you, come to the streams. Then we have another download card. This is the second one, so really, as of right now, 5 CDs in this box. 2 of them digital, 3 of them physical. This one is from the band Afterbirth, which you could tell from this logo, obviously. And the name of the album is Photocetal Embryo Harvestation. So, gonna have to check that out. And this is all as a result of Pithos Productions, which also gives us a card that is being very stubborn whenever it comes to coming out, because it's snagged here. You get these little promo cards for the these underground labels, and a lot of times these are ones that I like to toss to folks. That way they can take a look at them and maybe sample some of those bands and see if they want to make an order. Finally, and this does happen every so often, we have a copy of Decibel magazine. However, this is a special collector's edition that is centered completely around Napalm Death, which is awesome. This is so cool, considering Napalm Death, as it says here, over 30 years of musical devastation, or destruction rather, is the adjective that they're using. Napalm Death is, of course, just absolutely classic. And within this, you are going to get all sorts of different things, including this thing, which is kind of cool, which is the Flexi series, which it looks like a 7-inch record of Napalm Death's Nurse the Hunger. Check that out right there. What a freaking cool thing that is. And then you're also still, even though this is a special edition, you're going to learn about new stuff that's coming out and everything, so you can get the year off to a very good start. Decibel might not necessarily be seen as a top-tier magazine to some folks, but man, they're missing out actually because of all the great advertisements for different labels. You learn a lot by looking through a magazine such as this. If you are somebody who is a relative newcomer to metal or a relative newcomer to extreme metal, you definitely want to use those adverts and things like that as a means to explore some of the other bands that are out there. It's just another tool in the toolkit that you can use in order to find more music that may be up your alley. So, wow. Let's do a rundown here. We have a t-shirt, we have a beanie. You're getting essentially 5 different CDs. 2 of them are digital, 3 of them are physical. You have a pair of signatures from different bands. We got a greeting card, thanks for that. And we have a special collector's issue of Decibel magazine all about Napalm Death. Wow. I don't even want to get into how much I think that's worth, but for the price that you're paying for a Metalhead box, you're getting more than what you're paying for, which is always a sign of a great product. You know, if you get something and you feel like it wasn't worth the money, you're not necessarily going to be very happy. But if you get something that feels like it's worth a lot more than what you paid for, then you're going to feel like you maybe robbed them blind. I feel like I just robbed the Metalhead box blind with this, and that's the sign that they are really going forward and going the extra mile in order to really keep their customers satisfied and deliver a great product every month. Once again, I'm going to tell you, you can scope out the description box, very, very first line. get yourself a Metalhead box if this video has shown you things that wildly interest you, and the idea of getting metal-related products every single month sent right to your door without you doing anything. You don't even have to go to Amazon. If that sounds awesome to you, then you're definitely going to want to pick up a Metalhead box. I'm coverkillernation. If you are a subscriber already to the Metalhead box, in the comments below, let people know what you love about it. If you are not a subscriber, ask these folks questions. I'll be down there every so often to also answer questions. These guys are great. I love them. Melissa, everybody at the team, thanks once again for letting me talk about these this for you. And I will do this every month that you send me one, honestly. And even if it's a great product. It's a great freaking product. You want one. You need one. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. Aaron Echo, where'd my thingy go? I'm still on the air. No shit. All right, there we go.